So here I just got to work, got into the truck, got a Kenworth today. Kind of excited, it's the first time getting this one, so I'm about to see what it do. Cool little setup, nice little seats. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my pre-trip, get to it, that way I can get the wheels rolling, and yeah, see how this day goes. All right, so we're heading out of here. Came to our first stop, and unfortunately we had no load available. So I was just waiting here for probably 30 minutes or so. And I was waiting for my load to, ready up. And it happens from time to time where your load gets canceled for some reason. It's the first time this one happens to me, where it says there is no trailer available for my load. I just contact my dispatcher, let them know what's going on. They talk to what's called ROC, over there at Amazon. They let them know, they fix my route accordingly. Here I'm heading out of my first stop already. No trailer, still bobtail. Easy work. Just chilling for a cool 30 minutes. Nothing major. So one thing I love about these Amazons is it's all automated. Of course, as long as everything is up and running as it's supposed to be, which most of them usually are. You got all these cameras and computers. It's all computerized, automated. So you just pull up to this stop, as I'm about to do, and you don't have to deal usually with people checking you in or checking you out. There's usually somebody over there at that guard shack, just in case, I believe. But I've never had to speak with him, or he's never had to go out of his way to tell me where to go or what to do. I just wait right here, wait for the cameras to do their work. They look at the license plate number, all that good stuff. And right there I got the green go. It even tells you, what about your next stop, where to drop. LGB7, I'm going to LGB7 down in Rialto, or as my homie says, the toe. I'm going down to the toe. Shout out to my boy Christian, my homie Kraft. I see you, Celica. I see you. Man, I used to love that car, that Celica. When I was playing Need for Speed Underground 2 back in the day on the PlayStation. Was it the PlayStation? Maybe the Xbox. I think I had an Xbox. Man, I used to love that thing. I used to want that fucking Toyota Celica. That was like my dream car when I was a kid. And now I look at it and I'm like, God damn, that thing is ugly. Especially green, bro. That kind of green? Nah, homie. Let's move on over here to the left. Okay, I'm gonna tug test. Good. So back to what we were doing. Turn this bad boy off for now. Go back down there. Okay, now we can see that the jaws are engaged with the kingpin. Again, do a little pre-trip. I'm gonna watch these when I get down here. Oh, let's get that light test back on. Okay, I want to make sure it's still recording. You don't want to get your face too close if you're cranking it like this, because it can pop out and blah, it'll hit at your face. All good. Light is lighting. Trailer is trailering. Air brakes or air braking. We can check the air brakes on the trailer.
The surface temperature was 67 degrees.
Okay, Mr.
1006.4 millibars.
I don't care. We can release the trailer brake. Causing air to go into the system over here. Tractor brakes are still on. Hey, we just want air to come back here into the system, to the tanks. That way we can listen for air leaks. And you can see the pad linings on the brakes. This whole thing is like bent. Light works, works. Seal. No problems with the doors. Everything is looking fine. Alright, my bad. The camera kept on turning off. I think it was overheating and getting hot. So, tractor brake, trailer brake, drive. So we got Buena Park next. LAX 5 pickup. I like to have my current stop right now in Rerouted. I like to have the load ID ready at hand because they ask you for the last 4 sometimes. For example, if the cameras aren't working or whatever. And we're off. Nice that the doors were already closed. Don't have to mess around with that. Get all that nice dust from my pants, preferably on my hands, than nothing. LOL. Sucks. Checkout complete. Cool. Just like that, we're done. Okay, navigate. So 53 miles. LAX 5, I believe it was. Not that it matters, but over there, Buena Park. Alrighty. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so here at my next stop, Buena Park. Gonna park this bad boy. I got spot 105. Let's see where that takes us. 105, here we go. There. right, so I went to go check in, and it was my fault. I didn't pay attention. It said bobtail, so I'm bobtailing out. But since the computer gave me a pickup, and you know it's pretty normal to drop off and pick up, you know, it's always drop and hook, you know, I automatically was looking for where to pick up, and the homie put 219. I was looking for the door. I didn't see a trailer there, so I was like, yo, what's going on? I asked him, and he was like, yeah, you're bobtailing out. So I'm there looking like a doofus, but whatever, it is what it is. So I get the bobtail out. I already went to the back. I hooked up my cables since I had left them on the catwalk. Hit the restroom, filled up my bottle. It's actually cold here. Nice. So what we got next? About to head out of here, head to Hawthorne, California. El Segundo Boulevard. Alrighty then. Alright. Boom. Let's get it going. Let's get the show on the road. Next stop, Hawthorne. So the way my company does their whole dispatching macros, you know, depending where you're at, I don't know what you call them, you call you know, updates to where you're at, if you've left, if you arrived, and all that good stuff. We do it through WhatsApp. So I checked out, hold on, we do it through WhatsApp and just put departing. That easy. Back over here, make sure I'm recording, come over here, acknowledge all that good stuff, nobody behind me. All right, Hawthorne, 21 miles. All right, let's get it. I'll let you guys know when I'm there. Boom. So I'm out here at Hawthorne. I went to check in, and you know, I came all this way just to pick up an empty, so I left bobtail, and come to find out that they have no empties. So now I'm just waiting around, waiting for my dispatch to get in contact with Amazon and let them know what's going on, so I can get on over and move on to the next route, to my next stop. So you can see this is one of those flex locations. I just seen somebody pull in. So if you're a flex driver, you know, you go in through the roll-up door. This is just for checking out. It's not right here, but back there they have more doors. Pull in, they load you up, you exit out the other side, and you go deliver your Amazon packages. Pretty sick. But I'm just on wait. Let's see what happens. So I'm back here at this DC again. Turn off low power mode. There we go. I'm back at this DC over here. So I went all the way over there to Hawthorne, you know, drove about, I think it was 24 miles, something like that. I drove all the way over there so I can pick up an empty to get there, and then, you know, as you seen, there was no empties. So they routed me back all the way over here to Buena Park for some reason, where I was at originally, where I could have taken an empty in the first place, so I can get live loaded at a third party. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm still gonna get paid the same. There's no point in getting stressed out or worked up. But I don't know, just me ranting or whatever. It just sounds like lazy planning. They could have found, you know, DC closer with empties, but I don't know. I guess they wanted me to come out all the way over here and get my empty from over here. So bro, oh, probably where I left him. Oh, 3208. Let me make sure it's the right trailer. 3208. They're pretty on point, which I like that with their, when they tell you you know, pick up the truck at spot 537. You know, they're usually where they say they are, and they usually match up. So back in the truck, all restroomed and roomed it out, and yeah, I'm parked a little funky. So this next stop, the app is telling me to ensure that I have swing doors, check, and that I have to ensure I have load bars, you know, for the live load where I'm going in my next stop. And they only have straps right here, and basically I'm just waiting around right now. Long story short, I'm just waiting around, waiting to see if I'm gonna even take this, go to my next stop and get this live load, which I don't see why they wouldn't be able to just use straps, but the app specifically wants bars. So I'm just gonna wait around a little bit and see what they tell me. Just another day, another lovely day in the world of trucking. I don't know what's going on over there. The guy's flashing that guy. So we'll see what happens. All right, so super crazy day. Had me running around in circles, going left, going right, going east, going west. I came all the way back to Ontario to pick up another empty. I had to leave the other one because they didn't have load bars. Whoop-de-woo. They bobtailed me all the way over here just to find out there's no empty trailers. Yeah, so much for going to go get that live load. I was supposed to go get a live loaded and then, you know, go drop that off, go here, go there. I'm supposed to go to the rail yard today, but because they didn't have their stuff together, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not delivering any more loads tonight, so I'm about to head out. You know what, I'm gonna leave this on there. I'll try to get another view for you guys. Hopefully it comes out joltsy. My nephew says, Brett, oh, that feels nice, firm. So yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, I did my part. I drove to where I had to drive and delivered what I could deliver, which is crazy. I only ended up delivering one load. I mean, I drove around a whole bunch, but in reality, I only delivered one loaded trailer to its destination. My first one, there was no trailer or something, so I bobtailed, and second one, I was finally able to pick up a loaded trailer, deliver it to the third spot in Buena Park. I left there to Hawthorne, bobtail to go pick up an empty, and that's where the fun started. They had me running around trying to figure out where I'm picking up this empty with these load bars. They had me sitting there for a while, and yeah, one thing led to another. I never got that empty. It's too late now. It's already gonna be 2 in the morning. I gotta clock out by 4, you know, so I still gotta go do my post trip and all that good stuff, and French. So all the rest of the loads I had scheduled got canceled. Let's see what happens. Alright, finally, here we made it, end of the day. Got the home yard finally. But getting ready to get on out of here, cleaning up, getting my things out of here. Made it back in one piece. You know, day wasn't too bad. Well, for me personally, I didn't lose out on anything. I'm still getting paid. Had me running around. I mean, I still drove. I still did what they told me to do. But yeah, it was a pretty good day. Chill. Got off a little bit early since they rerouted me back over here. You know, all of that stuff going on today. But yeah, time to hook up the CNG, leave it fueling up, and I'm done. Finished up the post trip, ready to go and get it going.